Hello everyone! The growing energy consumption for mining digital assets has recently attracted more and more public attention. Just recently, Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced that the company will suspend the sale of its cars for Bitcoin and will resume sales only after switching to more environmentally friendly energy sources. Until then, Tesla will explore other, more energy-efficient cryptocurrencies. What is the danger of PoE and why should you pay attention to POS? Interestingly, one of the first Bitcoin users, scientist Hal Finner, first raised the question of how to reduce carbon emissions from the potentially widespread adoption of Bitcoin back in January 2000, just 3 months after the first publication of Bitcoin white paper. Public and open blockchains such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, the first and second largest blockchains by market capitalization, rely on the proof-of-work protocol to process transactions and ensure network security. Essentially, miners compete to solve incredibly complex mathematical problems using specialized hardware. This consumes a significant amount of electricity. Over the past few years, as the prices of Bitcoin and Ethereum have risen, more and more miners have joined in increasing their hash power. The Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance estimates that the current annual electricity consumption of Bitcoin network is about 145 terawatts per hour, which is about 0.65% of total global electricity consumption. This would put the Bitcoin blockchain among the top 30 largest electricity consumers in the world if it were a country. Globally, mining in China accounted for about 71% of the current global hash power, with the US and Russia accumulating for 7% each. According to other estimates, the annual estimated electricity consumption of Bitcoin network is much lower, closer to 75 terawatts per hour. This discrepancy shows the uncertainty of estimates and the need for more standardized methodologies and the data correctly estimate the energy consumption from cryptocurrency mining. It is known that extrapolating the currency energy consumption and carbon emissions from mining using the proof-of-work blockchain is difficult, and estimates vary greatly. Energy consumption forecasts require several different assumptions, including the future price of the token as well as the network fees, the network hash rate, the distribution of mining locations, and the future energy consumption structure of these mining farms, as well as their location. This is a state that renewable energy makes economic sense for the future of mining. A significant share of all mining under the proof-of-work protocol is already provided by renewable energy sources, but the exact share is unknown. According to the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, an average of 39% of proof-of-work mining is provided by renewable energy sources, primarily hydroelectric power. Other studies, such as the CoinShares research report on the Bitcoin mining network, estimate the share of renewable energy in Bitcoin proof-of-work mining at 74%. The main problem in determining the share of renewable energy sources in Bitcoin mining and proof-of-work mining in general is the variable nature of renewable energy sources. For example, in Sichuan province in China, where most of the digital asset mining took place, the average power generation capacity during the rainy season is 3 times that of the dry season. Because of these fluctuations in hydraulic power production, Bitcoin miners can only use the cheap hydropower for certain periods of time. Since electricity is the main operation cost for mining, there is a fierce competition in finding the cheapest energy source. This makes a low-cost renewable energy, whose availability has declined dramatically over the past decade, an attractive option. In fact, more than half of the renewable energy sources commissioned in 2019 achieved lower electricity costs compared to using coal. One of the arguments for the supporters of cryptocurrency created by the proof-of-work protocol is that mining users excessive generation of renewable energy sources. This reduces the cost of energy production and provides financial support for the development of renewable energy, the cheapest source of energy in many parts of the world. There is evidence that miners mainly rely on electricity generated by classical methods such as fossil fuels. However, this raises an interesting question. As the cost of renewable energy continues to fall, will proof-of-work miners follow a strategy where the production of consumer goods was moved to places of cheaper energy production? Several initiatives are trying to accelerate the transition to renewable energy. The Cryptoclimate Arrangements, a partnership between Energy Web, the Rocky Mountain Institute, and the Alliance for Innovative Regulation, is currently working to ensure the cryptocurrency industry transactions to 100% renewable energy by 2030. The goals of these agreements are being considered at a high level ahead of the United Nations Climate Conference later this year. Twitter and CEO Jack Dorsey have announced that the Bitcoin Clean Energy Investment Initiatives will be launched in December 2021. The total fund will be $10 million to support companies that help promote the adoption of renewable energy in the Bitcoin ecosystem, so improving energy efficiency through new approaches to mining. Despite the high energy demands of proof-of-work blockchains such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, new consensus mechanisms are being developed and implemented, including proof-of-stake, which eliminate the need for mining. The imminent transition for Ethereum from proof-of-work to proof-of-stake should reduce the network's energy demand by about 99%. Promising second-tier solutions are also being built on the basis of the two largest blockchains to reduce energy consumption and transaction fees for network participants. For this purpose, blocks of large volumes of second-level transactions will be used and only occasionally for calculations and verification of their validity, first-level transactions. In fact, several solutions built on the Ethereum blockchain already offer ways to radically reduce energy consumption. Bitcoin developers are also working on the Lightning Network and second-tier solution that will significantly reduce the power consumption of the network by transferring most transactions from the main blockchain. Many promising concepts are already being tested and developed and are aimed at further reduction the power consumption of proof-of-work blockchains in the near future. Also, worth mentioning are blockchains created specifically for use cases in the energy sector, such as the Energy Network blockchain, which rely on proof of authority to achieve consensus as opposed to proof-of-work, which makes them much more energy efficient. So, proof-of-stake is some kind of alternative to the proof-of-work. While the shift from proof-of-work to more energy-efficient consensus tools could dramatically reduce carbon emissions, Bitcoin remains a proof-of-work blockchain for the foreseeable future. Given the huge energy consumption of proof-of-work mining operations as well as their digital nature, there is a need to use cryptocurrencies powered by proof-of-stake technology. This is where the qualities and tools of system based on the proof-of-stake protocol manifest themselves. For example, quantum-resistant anonymous transactions QRAX systems, the preservation of rights and freedoms, secure financial data, and a blockchain that protects privacy all increase profitability and ensure widespread adoption in an efficient, cost-effective, and environmentally friendly way at the protocol level. QRAX simultaneously increases security and provides the resistance to censorship for exploitation of rights and freedoms on the network. To solve the above problems in the current cryptocurrency community, QRAX encourages each node in the network to participate in the block generation process by implementing a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm to decide which block will be linked next. The other layer of the network contains masternodes that provide second-level network functions such as self-management, self-development, and self-financial mechanisms. When using proof-of-stake, 99% less electricity is consumed than in proof-of-work. which makes this technology better in terms of ecology. We remind you that according to the roadmap, you can now buy QRAX coins on the website with a 10% discount. The pre-sale will end the block number 104480. After the end of the pre-sale, all coins created at the proof-of-work stage and not sold will be destroyed or just burned. QRAX digital assets can only be purchased from the other holders at the market rate. So what is the way forward? Blockchain technology is not going anywhere. It offers real and important new ways to share value safely and transparently. Recent announcements by major corporates such as Tesla, MicroStrategy and others include Bitcoin in their assets have further cemented the role of the blockchain in the mainstream financial world. Many participants on the blockchain industry are focused on the reducing energy consumptions through the new consensus building tools and innovative scaling tools, which were discussed with us earlier. Although proof-of-work mining is by no means the largest consumer of electricity, due to its prominence, it draws a lot of attention to the carbon intensity of the electricity sector as a whole, which highlighted the advantages of the proof-of-stake model and cryptocurrencies powered by this technology. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video, subscribe to the channel, like and see you next time.